I washed my little dog at home in my bathroom sink. This was one of the hardest things for me to learn how to do at first when I got him, but I've gotten much better at it now. First off, I put these 2 towels down on the counter. These are for him to stand on between rinses. They also prevent water from spilling over onto the bathroom floor. After I lay down the towels, the first thing I do is to get him wet. For this step, I use a measuring cup, but you can use any other container as well. You don't need to get him completely soaking wet in this step. I just do the best that I can. After he's about 80% wet, I pick him up and put it on the counter. This is because he really hates being in the sink and he will try to escape. On the counter, he is much more chill, even though he is still shaking a little bit here. Next, I mix his shampoo and conditioner with water. Mixing with water helps dilute the shampoo and doesn't get him overly soapy. I also use this blueberry face wash, which is supposed to keep his fur super white. I mix my shampoos and conditioners together, so I don't have to wash him and rinse him 3 times. After I mix all my shampoos together, the first thing I wash is his beard. This way, the beard gets soaked in the shampoo for the longest time. I just grab some shampoo and I rub it on his beard and neck. Once that's done, I move on to the rest of his body. I just continuously take more from the shampoo mix and rub it on his body. Next, I take each leg and do the legs and paws individually. I think his paw pads get quite dirty, so I try to scrub them very well. I work on each leg for about a minute. After the legs, I also wash the tail and sanitary areas. After that, I wash my hands and move on to his face. I start by redoing his beard and then gently massaging his cheeks. I try to go very slowly and gently at this step, and try to not get any shampoo into his eyes. The last thing I shampoo is his head and the area between his eyes. I try to be super gentle and careful here. I found that holding his head with one hand helps. If I have any more shampoo left over at this point, I try to use it all by rubbing it all over his body. Now it's time for the first rinse. I put him back into the sink and just try to rinse off all the shampoo suds. When rinsing, I always leave the head for last because he always shakes when his head gets wet. Here I'm trying to rinse the shampoo suds out of his beard. I rinse him until I can feel no more shampoo on his body. Then I use the blueberry facial to wash his face again. This is to keep his face extra white. Because I'm applying this very close to his eyes, I'm trying to be gentle and go slow. Some days he's more okay with this. Other times he struggles a lot more and I stop. I don't leave the shampoo on his face for too long. I put him immediately into the sink and rinse it off. Next, I rinse his body a little bit more and take him out of the sink. At this point, he's done with this bath and doesn't want to be in the sink anymore. I squeeze the water out of his body the best I can and give him a towel. Last but not least, I put him on a chair to blow dry him. He shakes himself a lot at first. I use a blow dryer to dry him, and this takes about 10-15 minutes. And that's how I wash Marshmallow. Thank you for watching. I hope this video helps you wash your small dog at home.